Hello, I am Dan, this is
Marlon,
and this is our episode 7 show and tell. Today's episode has got a topic. It's the second one that we've given a topic to. It's photography. So we're going to be talking about photography. Marlon's going to be showing his camera that he really likes. And I'm not actually going to be showing any objects. I'm just going to be talking about how I got into photography and what photography sort of led to, what it opened up, that kind of thing. We've also got 3 interesting facts about photography that Marlon picked and that we Googled, so you can decide how true they are.
Should we go to facts?
No, let's save the facts for a bit later. We'll do that before we go to you.
Just press the button facts or whatever.
Sure, yeah. Do you want to press the button facts? There you go. Okay, so photography. Any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. So I got into photography in a big way, as they say, in 2008. Interestingly, I'd been around amateur photography quite a bit, I suppose, but it always seemed like quite a mystery, and then also obviously prohibitively expensive and whatnot. Prohibitively.
What is that?
Or to prohibit something means to not allow it. So before 2008, it was really expensive to get into photography. Full stop. A friend of mine got a DSLR in 2006, I think.
DSLR, what the?
And that was like over £1,000, and it was, I think, the Canon 350D. So it was like their super basic one. And for some reason that sort of didn't really spark any interest in me. And then I got a point and shoot in 2008, and something clicked.
What do you mean?
When you say something clicked, that's like oh, did your lunch not agree with you? I just really got along with this camera, and I just really thought, wow, this is really cool. I really like the immediacy of it, and yeah, just something about those little rubbish, low quality JPEGs from that first point and shoot just really spoke to me. I guess also it was a sort of nice introduction because the camera itself was really simple. It was a Panasonic Lumix something or other. It happened to... Don't pick your nose on live on the internet.
Yeah, but it stinks.
Okay, well, pinch your nose. Don't pick any boogers out. It had really good auto features, which I think sort of just helped my understanding of it and everything. And very quickly I became obsessed with this point and shoot, and with taking loads of photos with it and whatnot. Very quickly, I think I got it at the start of the year, maybe as soon as like February. I had got an old hot shoe flash from my dad, where the hot shoe had broken. I always thought it was really weird that hot shoes are made in such a precarious way. What are hot shoes? I will show you. This is
a really
this goes into a hot shoe.
A really, really, very hot shoe.
I was gonna get this particular flash, but it's it's behind something. I won't bother.
What is a flash?
I'm just trying to explain it, dude. So on your camera, there's a thing that goes flash. Guess what it's called?
A flash.
A flash. There you go. I got his broken flash. The hot shoe had snapped off, and found the terminals that make it fire. And Jodie says, "Good one, good joke." And I attached with a a couple of meters of wire.
If you want to see what a flash looks like, then I am going to do one.
Go on then.
Look. If they want to, just write a comment there.
So if anyone wants to see what a flash looks like, give us a comment and Marlon will do a flash. I put an LDR across the terminals of this flash, and so then I could tape it onto my little point and shoot flash, and then whenever my camera flash went off, the LDR let this previously broken flash.
I want to see what a flash looks like.
Okay, here's an example of a flash.
Huh?
Okay, you've got to switch it on first.
Yeah, I did. Oh, wait, did.
It's switched off. So then, yeah, I effectively had off-body camera flash from a point and shoot. And I suppose if I'd thought this through a bit further, I could find an example of one of those and pop it up on the stream, but whatever. So yeah, that really...
It isn't allowing me, look.
Okay, I don't know what this is about. You keep investigating. And so, yeah, that opened up a whole thing. And so off the back of that, I pretty much read all of David Hobby's blog, strobist.blogspot.com, all about off-camera flash. And yeah, I used this broken camera flash and started getting into light modifiers and all that, all from this little rubbish point and shoot. Was completely obsessed, and I was starting to do stop motion with it. They're all terrible, of course. And then from there, of course, got a DSLR, I think a year later. And again, that was very simple. It was a Canon 450D, I think. And I didn't get into any of the RAW side of things for quite a while, and instead was just, yeah, obsessing over, you know, depth of field and all those kind of like beginner things, basically. And yeah, it really was a nice progression. And then, yeah, going forward, like that just totally led to becoming obsessed with time lapses. I built my first intervalometer in March 2009 because at the time, these intervalometers in this housing were only made by like the manufacturer of your camera. So at the time, there was a Canon intervalometer like this for I think 180 quid. With that horrible little, whatever that is, 2.5mm connection.
Plug.
180 quid. And so I made one for about £20 with a kit from Maplens in 2009. And then as time lapses became popular, what a surprise, in exactly the same housing, same functionality, these became available on Amazon from third parties for like £15, and I've got loads of them. We don't need silly faces, thank you. So yeah, that led into time lapses. Time lapses led into videos of sorts, and then to video enabled DSLR. I feel like that was 2010. The Canon 500D, bought from Donal. I can't remember Donal's last name. And yeah, on it went. And so I sort of feel very grateful to photography as being a means of expression, and then also like a way to sort of sidestep into making videos for a job, which is an amazing job. I'm sure you'd agree. Okay.
What is an amazing job?
Making videos with people.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool. It's really fun. Get to do whatever I want. Okay.
That's what my job's gonna be.
What's your job going to be?
Guess, because I said.
Okay, guess. I think your job is going to be fart designer.
Like drawing farts?
Drawing farts? Well, I meant like doing farts.
No. There's no such thing.
Okay, can I have a clue as to what your job's going to be when you're older? A mime artist. Someone who builds Lego.
Yeah, in a display, like for a display, so children can look at what, like for example, Hulkbuster is gonna look like when it's done.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great job. If anyone has any advice on how someone might be able to get a job as a Lego designer, that would be great. Not that I'm going to force Marlon into working just yet, but it would be cool to know, you know, is there anything that we can do to help join up the dot between where we're at now and having a job as a Lego designer. Okay, before you tell us about your camera, we got a comment there from Jodie. She said that I taught her everything she knows about photography. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. We've got some facts. Do you want to press the facts? Marlon's been very excited to press the buttons for the facts. So, fact number 1. The first ever photograph taken. Apparently, this was in 1826.
Jinx.
I can't speak now because you jinxed me.
Consequence. Ooh. Consequences. Death.
there's my consequence. Okay. So apparently this is from Google, so you know it's as true as you want it to be, basically.
French scientist name is Joseph Nice-Fornesip. Look, the very first photograph, titled "View from the Window at Ligras."
So yeah, apparently it was by, I don't know how to pronounce his name, a French scientist, Joseph Nicephore. Maybe Andrew Waits can weigh in with the correct pronunciation there, or Rachel down Baxter. Hey Monkey, look, you're hidden behind the fact there. And yeah, he titled the first ever photograph "View from the Window" from his country house.
Grass or grass.
1826 apparently. Do you want to press fact number 2?
Family's country home.
Okay, fact number 2 is the first underwater photo.
William Thompson, right?
Good reading. It's apparently William Thompson
Is created. Well.
is credited. So the interesting thing here, if it's true, is that it was
the first underwater picture in 1856. Incredibly, this image would be taken less than 30 years after first topside photo.
So what he just said.
No, look, there's.
Yeah, I've got it written here. So what he just said, the crucial thing there, if it's true, is that the first underwater photo was less than 30 years after the first ever photo.
This image would be taken less than 30 years after the first topside photograph was recorded.
Yeah. Okay. So, fact number 3. Are you going to press fact number 3?
Yeah.
Hold off on the punchline for a second. Press fact number 3. So, fact number 3, and Marlon chose these facts. I'm wearing this this cap because I have seriously bad hair.
Yeah, but just show them.
Also, it's relevant to a live stream. See, Wayne's World, because at the start of Wayne's World 1, they're doing their Saturday night live broadcast. I will explain while we're not on air. Okay, so apparently the first ever digital photo was taken by Russell Kirsch, I guess.
Kirsch
In
created
in 1957.
That's all.
I think if I put in a bit more effort, we could have found out, like, you know, does he work for Bell Labs or does he work for NASA? But yeah, there's some interesting facts there about photography. We'll just assume they're true. Why let the truth get in the way of a good story, hey? Okay, so now Marlon is going to show us something about photography that he likes. You want to hold that up? Do you want to come over this way a smidge more? So this is Marlon's camera. Who got you this camera?
Jodie, I think.
Yeah.
Christmas 2021.
Check out the Rain Man skills on this guy. So yeah, Marlon previously was showing an interest in photography and using, like, mine and Mum's phone.
Should I show you me unwrapping a present?
Sure, yeah. Well, I was going to say, what's your favourite thing to take photos of? So you can take photos of yourself, you can take photos of other people. What you got there?
What?
Can I see what it is before you show the world? Oh, cool.
Wrapping paper.
A photo of some wrapping paper. Is that going to work? Oh yeah, hold it here. We can go in for an extreme close-up if you want. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please no press it.
Okay, that one. Is that going to work?
No.
Oh, nearly.
Yes.
It's some blurry wrapping paper.
Wrapping paper.
Okay, cool. Thanks for showing us that. So, yeah, what's your favourite thing to take photos of? Like people, yourself, objects, landscapes, action stuff, or like posed stuff, or cars, animals? What do you think? If you had to pick one, what's your favourite?
Does it include taking videos?
Sure.
And time-lapses? And slow-mos?
Yeah, just any answer will do. Okay, well you can have a think about that. And so what's your favourite feature of this camera? Obviously it's got a flash, you showed us the flash earlier. There's lots of weird things, isn't there, where you can take a photo that just covers half the frame and then take another photo to cover the other half.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go on to that.
So is that your favourite feature of this camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also there's one that's in quarters there and also there.
Oh yeah, so there's one where it splits the frame in half, left and right, or half top and bottom. Quarters, like 4 strips, or 4 quadrants, I suppose you could say. Which of the chopping up the image into different... Oh yeah.
Look, I'm going to do the bottom of you, like...
Okay.
You... just please can you do it?
Please can I do it? Okay.
Just press OK to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and look, you have to match those up.
So which of the dividing of the frame do you like? Where it's like top and bottom, left and right, 2 or 4 or 3? Top and bottom. Oh, okay, cool.
And this is the photo.
Oh, I see. That's the one that you just took. Yeah, you're going to try an extreme close-up? I'm not sure that that's going to work. Let's give it a try.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, look, it kind of works. There you go. So that's, what's that? The top half is you and the bottom half is what?
You.
Well, that's just weird, isn't it? But that's cool. So when I was a kid, firstly, digital cameras didn't exist, let alone ones where you could do all that kind of cool stuff. Yes, I know that's like an old person thing to say. So Marlon, do you know any actual working photographers? You know, people that do like photography for a job? Well, I make videos. I suppose that's close enough, isn't it? Anyone else?
Oh yes, my friend Milo's dad.
Milo's dad, yeah, he's a really cool photographer, isn't he? Cool. Okay. Well, should we leave it there? Would you, if you weren't going to have a job as a Lego designer, would you want a job as a photographer?
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, interestingly, actually, on that subject, when I was like thinking, oh, maybe I'm actually all right at taking photos. Of course, like any sort of hobby where there's a potential to monetize it, I was like, oh, could this be monetized? And that was the side of it that just, yeah, I'm really glad that I never really managed to monetize photography. The phone's ringing. Should we finish there? I don't know how to stop the phone from ringing. So, for our next episode, it's going to be episode number 8, and we already have the subject ready. Do you remember what the subject's going to be for episode number 8? It's going to be gifts received. So yeah, we're going to be talking about maybe like the best gifts we've received, or just gifts that we've received that we've really liked. Yeah, that's going to be episode 8. So maybe anyone that wants to tune in, have a think about what's the best gift you've received. What is it about receiving a gift that you like, that kind of thing. I hope you've enjoyed this. I have been Dan. This has been
Melon.
And yeah, this was episode 7 Show and Tell. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, one last detail. Marlon made the music, didn't you?